This is Elisa Fritsch with Hotel Investor Apps, ERP and accounting software. And today I have a bit of a cautionary tale to share with you. A story that was related to us by a hotel company recently about how they were caught in the past without a general ledger history in an audit. And I'd also like to talk quickly about, why that's so important to maintain that general ledger history, and then about HIA's industry first import tool that is able to actually capture and maintain that detail. So let's get into it. So, this hotel company came to HIA recently and they shared about how a few years ago they had moved their group of hotels from a general accounting software to a hotel specific accounting software. Looking forward to all those updates. But unfortunately, in the process, in that transition, they were not able to maintain their general ledger history. The software did not have that capability. It only could bring over their trial balance level of detail. So, a few months after they transitioned to this software, they were actually contacted by the Department of Revenue. And they were told that one of their hotels had been selected for an audit. And in fact, the auditor reached out asking for, financial statements for the general ledger history. And unfortunately, the company was unable to provide it because they did not have that accessible anymore. So that really ended up creating a lot of problems because they did not have the general ledger history to really verify all their other financial statements. So it really just created a lot of unnecessary headache and problems. And so I wanted to talk about, why it's so important to maintain that. So you have it in the case of an audit situation. So essentially, let's go over what's a general ledger. That is really the financial backbone of a property. It is really a record of all the journal transactions, in chronological order for every completed transaction made over time. It's a summary of all the income, expenses, assets, liabilities, and equities of a property. And it's really that granular level of detail that supports all the other financial statements. And then how is it used in an audit? Well, an auditor will really consider your general ledger as the single source of truth, right? So that is where the data for other statements comes from. So they will use it to do a lot of verification. They will look at it to make sure that all of your income and expenses have been correctly classified. They will take it to select items for further review. So an auditor might look through, select several different expense items, and then request the original invoices for what created those expenses, right? To examine those further. And then, in addition, they will want to take all of the income and expense activity from the general ledger and then compare that to the final income statement to really make sure that everything balances correctly. So the general ledger, they're really what is able to verify all the other financial statements and also important other data such as tax information. And in fact, I wanted to share a quote I recently read from a California state tax auditor who was saying that the proof is in the reports, that hotels don't, or companies don't necessarily get in trouble because they manage their sales tax incorrectly, but they can get in trouble if they don't have the reports that show that they managed it correctly, right? So just having that backup reporting is just really important. And then we'll speak a little bit about HIA. So this company actually came to HIA because we had done a press release a few months ago about this industry first import tool that our software team developed. So it's a really great advancement that we have because one of the granularity of the detail that we're able to bring over, whereas other software can only grab the trial balance history and bring that over because that will only show, the change in the balance from one month to the next, but it won't show, for example, why a cash account changed 50,000 from one month to the next. And that is the level of detail that we are able to bring over with the general ledger history. All right. And then the other great thing about the tool is just really the speed, the accuracy. Our tool is able to do really great mapping and it's able to do it very quickly. So, other software, they're just grabbing that trial balance detail and they're often doing a month by month by month upload, which can be very tedious. But with HIA, we are able to grab and import and match and map all those transactions for multiple years at a time and in one upload. So it's just a really great advancement. So, really, in summary, that general ledger history is super important to maintain for an audit situation. And HIA has really developed the only tool in the industry so far that's really able to capture that level of detail. So, you can really be protected moving forward and feel comfortable moving to a new upgraded software, knowing that you're able to bring all of that important historical detail with you. If you want more information on our tool, we have some other videos on it. I will link one or two above. And please feel free to check out our website, hotelinvestorapps.com, for more information.